I'm heading off into Glasgow today to get a couple of things and get a couple of things fixed out. It's quite early this morning. It's about 11:30 and it's absolutely freezing. Look at my breath, can you see it? Probably not. Can't see it. I just wanted to show you how, even though it is very bright, I just wanted to show you, look at the frost. That's like snowy frost, and look over there. I don't know if you can see it that well on the camera, but can you see the trees and all that in the distance? If it wasn't for my big furry hat. You probably can't see it, but it's lovely. It's very fresh this morning. Where am I going? This way. A bit too early. And even though I've got my boots on, I have my big boots on, the ground is very slippy. Oh. Can you see how cold it looks? It's all kind of foggy. Can you see that? You can't really even see in the distance. Oh, it's lovely looking. Look at all that. Look. But the pavements, oh my, the pavements are slippy. Pavements are very slippy. I have a little bit of beard wax on my beard. I'm just looking at it in the camera. It looks like it's going. My God. Oh. I put some beard wax on. It just, you know, if you wash it, it kind of fluffs up a little bit. So I just put some beard wax on it, but I can feel the fact that I've just come out into the freezing cold air. You know, I can feel it almost starting to turn back into wax. It feels like I've poured candle wax over it. Oh my God. It's all going rather hard. There's my neighbour, Michelle, right down there. She could have given me a lift down to the station. Oh my God, jeez, it's slippy. Ooh. I don't think I'm going to make it down this hill in one piece. Anyway, so oh God. So yeah, so I'm nipping off into town. And I'm going to buy some Shisha. I don't know if you've ever heard of a Shisha, but it's like an Arab custom, because you guys know I was over in Dubai for a while, and I don't like smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes or anything, but the Shisha, or the water, the water, what's it called? Not water bottle. Just Google it, a Shisha. S for Sierra, H for Hotel, I for Indigo, S for Sierra, H for Hotel, A for Alpha. A Shisha, or a Hubble Bubble, that's what it's called, Hubble Bubble. And it's really, really nice. It goes through water, it's like a pipe. And you can get the herbal one. There's a small amount of nicotine in it. But if you get the herbal one, which I get, then there's absolutely no nicotine in it. There's a lot of controversy over smoking a Shisha. There's no drugs in it, by the way, in case you're wondering. My mother always goes, there's drugs in that. Unfortunately not, that's what I say. Nah, I'm only joking. No drugs in it. And it's a very social thing as well to smoke a Shisha. And all the flavours are very sweet. So you get like sweet grape and mint, which is lovely. That's the one I'm hoping to get today. You get watermelon, which is quite nice. Or grapefruit, which is quite zingy. The lemon one isn't very nice. It tastes like kind of cheap air freshener. Yeah, so I'm going in to get some Shisha. It's lovely. It's really nice. And if I manage to get it, when I make one tonight, I'll I'll show you how to make it. Yeah, but there's a lot of controversy over a shisha. People say it's just as bad as smoking, although it's not. I think the issue with the shisha is that as long as you keep it lit, you could sit with that for easily an hour and a half, and you couldn't obviously sit with a cigarette for an hour and a half or an hour once lit, you know. And even though in a whole pack of shisha, which I think is the equivalent of 5 packets of cigarettes, in the size of the shisha, which would be 5 packets of cigarettes, there's actually less nicotine and tobacco in that than there is in 1 cigarette. So that shows you the kind of ratio to nicotine tobacco. I don't know, I'm blabbing away here because I'm watching this. It's so slippy down here. I don't know if you can see how frosty it all is. Look. Oh, these are not the boots. I just presume because these were big boots that they would get a good grip, but they're not. That's me over the worst of it. Oh, isn't that lovely? Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? Look. Ah. Very nice. This is what I love about staying here, is that excuse me, is that, just look up there. What I love about staying here is that you're only a couple of miles from Glasgow city centre, and yet you're so out in the middle of nowhere, like you're almost it's almost like being in the countryside, although you're not. It's lovely, and a lot of wildlife out here, which is really nice too. You know, one of the things I'm really quite surprised at there, just within a matter of seconds, I don't know if it's because I live up, the oval where the flat is on a hill, and I don't know if it's just because I've slightly come down the hill that it appears to be colder higher up, because where it was all frosty and icy and very snowy like, within a matter of seconds it's completely thawed out. The ground feels better to walk on, it's really not as cold, or maybe it's just because the sun is not coming up. It's only what, 10 to 12? It must be because you're lower down. I suppose the frost everything is colder higher up, isn't it? What was that film? What was the film that the film where, what was it, Independence Day? The film that, The Day the Earth Stood Still. Is that right? The Day the Earth Stood Still. Remember the big freeze that came down? And it just literally came down. You saw that, the scene where you saw the pole just start to frost and crack all the way down. Yeah, so it must be colder higher up. Oh, it's better ground to walk on, I must admit, though. A wee bit safer. So that's me down at the station, but I have just missed the train. I think the train, this is a single track line down here, and oh my god. Jeez, I nearly fell on the track. Not that it would matter, trains don't run down here anyway. Useless, it's a single track line, see that? All the way into Glasgow. God. That'd just be like the thing, wouldn't it? Fall on the track. Oh, mother would not be pleased. I know she's going to watch this and chin me for wearing a low neck t-shirt on a cold day. Can you see my breath yet? It's actually colder down here. It's rather chilly. Never actually walked up the platform this far, you know that? Those are lovely trees, look at them. Aren't they lovely? Lovely big trees. I better watch. Don't fall on the track. So, yeah, I just missed the train. There'll be one along in about another 25 minutes. What I don't like about this little station is, apart from the fact it's pretty useless, is that the trains don't run on a Sunday, even in the lead up to Christmas, which is not very good. That was just a picture. It's actually like war-torn Russia. That was quite nice actually, coming into Central Station. They've got a little choir out. If only you were greeted that every day you came into the central, every day you came into the station, it would make you appreciate the ever rising train fares. Oh, sorry. I was just in Prince Square there, just filming the big Christmas tree that they've put up. They usually put a big, like a kind of a real tree. Well, not a real tree, but a kind of artificial one they usually put up. And I must admit, I wasn't very keen on that one in there. It wasn't great. I'm in Buchanan Street just now in Glasgow, and this is quite nice. The Fraser's department store have lit all the. I'll show it to you. It's quite nice actually, because they don't generally do anything. You can see it. Not bad, it's quite nice. I don't know what it looks like in the camera, but it looks quite nice in real life. That's probably the closest we'll get to Oxford Street. But the windows are rubbish, and I should know because I used to do all that kind of work. All that kind of window display work, retail display, and was very good at it. But that's quite nice though, mind you. Let's have a look at this window, it's Prada. That looks quite cool, can you see that? Quite nice, not bad. Fraser's used to do really, see that? Fraser's used to do really good windows, but when it was an independent store. But now it's been bought over. It's all very commercial, and the windows look not very good. I don't think they do. Anyway, I'm going to jump in the underground and go over to this shop for some shisha. That's Buchanan Street behind me. Whoops! God, if I'm not falling on the train track, I'm getting knocked down by buses. There's Central Station down there. And there. And that's Buchanan Street behind me. Buchanan Street used to be the kind of rundown street. The main street used to be Argyle Street, which is that one there. And then Argyle Street kind of fell by the wayside when they redeveloped all Buchanan Street. And I must admit, Buchanan Street's really kind of taken over now. It looks a lot better. I'm going to nip into the subway in a second. Yeah. Let's have a wee walk through some of the. They've just opened all the Christmas markets up. It does look quite festive. Let's have a wee trek through them. Oh dear God, I cannot be bothered with that. I must admit, these Christmas markets come out every year. It's the same junk year after year. All the stalls actually do, I think, is just remove the fake snow from their displays, churn out the same stuff at Christmas as they do in summer. It's rubbish and it stinks. Right, I'm going for the train.